as you can see, I got a lot of Rubik's cubes, but that's not enough. So I went on the cubicle. These are some cubes I've been wanting to get for a while. So this is the Moyu Super Oolong, and it came with a cube head sticker or logo because I used this promo code. Yeah, this is something I've been wanting. Been waiting for the pre-order and all that stuff. Because my main right now is this Moyu Oolong V11. This is the UV coated 20 magnet ball cord. Really cool, really fast. I used angstrom setup on this. It's pretty cool. Got a lot of good times on it. But then I also got these things. So this is the GAN 12 and the GAN V100. I've been thinking of getting these for a while because before the Moyu Oolong, I had the GAN 12. This is the GAN 12, which it's been a really good cube for me when I was using as my main. And before even all that, I used my first ever speed cube I really used professionally, I guess, was the GAN 356 XS V2. So I've had my history of GAN and Moyu. We're gonna start with this one, because why not? I believe there's some interesting history behind this cube. I guess Felix Zemdegs or whatnot with an Oolong. So here it is. Interesting packaging. This is, I don't know, supposed to be for some. It's like a bag. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's real cool. Why is there so many of these things? Alright, so I've seen videos. This thing opens really weirdly. I don't even know how to. I don't want to break it. Okay, there we go. And there it is. Yep, just what I thought. So this is some tensioning tool right here and all that stuff, because I believe, yep, if you can see in there, there's some springs. I don't think I'm ever going to touch these springs or anything, because I know personally for me, most of my cubes I use now are maglev. Oops. And I prefer it that way. I know some people say it's uncontrollable, but for me, it's really not that bad. Let's see this cube. Kind of reminds me of the Smart Pods, which is interesting. So, first turns. Not bad, not bad. It feels a little bit dry, I will say that. I think it might be. Can't tell if it's just because it's dry or if it's tight. But yeah, it just, I don't know if you can see it. It just looks real dry. Hold on, I'm gonna get a close-up look. Yeah, it feels really dry. I don't know, but for first turn, it's not bad. Let's take a look inside of it. So I believe this is for this. We got some new tensioning stuff for the rod magnets here. So I believe these are stationary. These magnets, they don't change. There's a magnet in here for the ball core, which is really cool. It just feels a little bit slippery, but it feels more, the cube feels dry. Just interesting. I thought Moyu would lube the cubes, but very similar to my Oolong. And I did see a cubicle video. I want to see real difference. Obviously the magnets are different because they're not adjustable, but other than that, very similar. All right, not bad. And then here's the edge piece, which is, oh, I feel like I see a difference. Yeah, there's a slight difference, but oh, so side by side. I don't know why the green feels different to me. I don't know. It just feels dry. But for first turns, it's not that bad. Oh, that was a little locky. But yeah, it's cool. I might do some solves later on, but put that to the side for now. Hopefully this one isn't too small for me. I know they're hyping this up as, I guess, a smaller 3x3. So yeah, this should be slightly smaller than this regular 3x3s have been lately. The world record holder for the single uses GAN. I believe he did it in the new GAN 15 new black. And cube looks big in his hands, and now they're making a small one after he came second in the world championships. Alright, there's a tensioning tool and stuff. I believe this is to help take the centerpieces off. And this one's to tension those things, because I believe you can also change the magnets. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, they got a spare cap. Oh, Oh, I got the limited edition one. That's cool. Alright, I'm definitely gonna change that out. I didn't think I was gonna be able to get that. But anyways, here's the cube. Yeah, right away I can feel it. It's definitely way smaller. Alright, it's black internals, and it looks like they pre-lubed it, which is cool. And before I even do any turns, let's see, this is for the, I think. Man, yeah, why you gotta make your cube so hard to take apart? Oh, cool tensioning system. Which, matter of fact, I didn't check the Moyu one. Take this off. Let's see, I don't got any nails. Alright, so very similar. I believe this is standard now. Alright, this is very similar to what they've had for the, I believe, the 12. It's, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think you can see the magnets in there from maglev. But anyways, yeah. Let's put this bad boy on. That looks cool. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Feels real smooth. Yeah, this is, but feels very controllable just right out of the box. Which is very similar with the Moyu one. Honestly, it's not that much smaller than my Waylon. You know, let me use this so I can give you guys a better. You can tell, like, it's slightly smaller, but it's really not that big of a difference. 12 and the 12, yeah, you could definitely see the difference, which I always noticed, for me at least, because I don't have the biggest hands. But the GAN 12 it felt slightly big in my hands.
What?
Or bigger the most. But let's take a look at these internals. Alright, so this one, it doesn't have any edge magnets here for the core, but it does have an interesting, very similar to like the Moyu. Oh yeah, and so like, this is removable, but I don't think I need to. And wow, this thing is lit up, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of reminds me of my first GAN I used, because before I even had the one I just showed you, the GAN XS V2, I think I had one of the original versions of that way long ago. But it got stolen during summer camp, and it was black internals, and then the other one's black internals, which just brings back memories. But yeah, this is real nice. I really like how it feels. Yes, maybe I'll do some sauce with it too. You know, honestly, I can feel the difference in size, but like it doesn't feel like it's hindering, which is interesting. But I don't know. This could be, you know, extending my new main, but it can also be one-handed. I'm not the fastest at it, but I've been needing like a set in stone one-handed one, because I've been using my Waylon lately, but it's also my main for two-hand, which, I mean, it's not that bad, but I would like to have like a cube just set for that, because like it used to be this Waylon WRN, which is pretty old, and it's set up by Speed Cube Shop, not the Cubicle, because I've shot from both, and it's the J-Perm cube, and it has 2 different loops that really help it like get nice and like controllable. Then I also switched to this, which was the X-Band Tornado before, and then I even used the GAN 12. So I don't know, I've been looking for a nice set in stone. Oh, I don't know what I just did. No, this thing. Now I've waited really long to get this because of its price mark. It was like $85 straight out of the bat. I would love to get it because I do love GAN as much as I love Moyu. You know, I'm not sponsored by anybody, so you know, my loyalty is to whatever I feel like it. But when this thing came out for pre-order, at least I was like, alright, gotta get it. And then when I saw this, I was like, oh, why not? Then I did a discount code, get like 5 to 10% off. And then of course they went on sale for even cheaper. So yeah, but it's whatever. It's no here or there. I finally got it. 100 double figure. All right, got a bag. I got plenty of these. I used to get so many bags from GAN, and I remember they used to be all blue. I added that to my collection. Here's the box. Cute. Wow. The magnet rods for the corner pieces, which is funny seeing how when I had the GAN XS, it was, you can change the magnets here for the edges, Yeah, it has a different feeling than the V100. Interesting. Yep, and I'm definitely getting the comparisons for the Waylon V11. This is real nice. All right, I want to see the tensioning, but let's see if the tensioning tool on this one will work. So I believe we're supposed to use this, and then it's like stamp it down. Okay. Honestly, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know what that worked. Yeah, it's the same thing. This one's set up to like, I think it says like 3. I guess it'll be at 1. I don't know. I really don't know how this tensioning system works. I'll have to look at the manual. Right off the bat, I'm probably never going to touch the magnet rods because I feel like this thing's already controllable as it is, and it's not even set up to my liking. Corner cutting is great. So let's take a look inside. Magnets all over the place. That's really cool. This one is interesting because they do have core magnets, but they don't do like a ball core like how Moy does. But that could be just a pattern. But yeah, this is wow, really cool. Who knows? This could be in contention for my main. This one knows. I love the Moy Waylon, but who knows? The Oolong, if I set it up, boom. Yeah, this is real nice. So I do think I'm gonna do some solves with them, and then we'll see how I feel about each and every one of them, because I'm already liking all 3 of them, and who knows. Let's try this out. I got a new timer, again timer, so let's try with this. I'm gonna try my best to get it in camera, but it's my first time doing it like this. Let's see. That was bad. Let's try that again. Better screen. That's much better. 13. Yeah, this thing's real nice. It has that GAN clackiness to it, but not as much as the GAN 12 and whatever. Yeah, which this thing has been very popular with some of the top like GAN users. Like I know Timon, he uses that with basically the same setup as I use too. But it's just actually, yeah, this thing is basically set up like Timon. The only difference is I'm not Timon, because this one felt really good right out of the box. Yeah. $11.32. That was a better scramble for myself. But yeah, this thing. Yeah, this feels nice. I don't know why. I don't know why for me just shouldn't feel that good. So let's try this one. This one is somewhat dry and yeah, that's what it shouldn't, but let's still give it a shot. $14.54, not bad. Overall, I say these cubes altogether, these are definitely the best of the best for 2025 as it's coming to an end. Oolong is definitely going to be in the running to be my main out of the bat, I say for me. That's probably because of my Moyu bias. But to be fair, I don't have the biggest bias on Moyu. The GAN 16 does feel real good, feels real fast. But also the GAN V100 also for some reason feels really good. Like just too good. I am definitely gonna set these cubes up. You know, let's do some solves and whatnot. And you know, we'll see. Because I've had my interesting history of mains and all that. As you can see, I got so many cubes. I mean, I could literally do a whole timeline on 3x3 mains because I've used so many, wasted my money. But yeah, so that'll be it for my video. I'll put that there. So yeah, I think that brings up my 3x3 collection up to like 20 maybe. I don't know. I need to recount. I have so many cubes scattered all over the place. But yeah, I think that's the conclusion of my my review. Like and comment, I guess. I'm new to this YouTube thing. I might have my friend edit this for me to make it more funny. But anyways, I'll see you guys.